wasn't doing anything really with the company, but just bouncing around and gaining weight.
Yeah. So, like, you said he was beating you, so, like, you
Yeah.
went through a lot of domestic violence in that relationship?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, I'd never heard that prior, like, that's
No, well,
I'm
no
sorry
one
that
because
you
I
think
didn't say anything prior. Um, People knew afterwards. I think Francine knew because when I showed up at the Allentown Record Convention, I had like 18 stitches in my head.
fuck.
So, this is a problem with that type of a business. Like, if you have one person doing better than the other and the other has a lot of insecurity issues, that's how these things result.
Mm,
And if I was the one that attacked him first or did something, I would be the first person to say, yeah, I fucking pulled a knife on him. That didn't happen. I was just printing out a ticket to go on the airlines to go somewhere to work. And he was getting bitchy about how I couldn't help. I said, how could I help you? They didn't want to book you. So
mm,
what am I supposed to do? It
yeah,
was for an indie show.
yeah, jeez, and, like, what was he getting insecure about? Was it, like, the part
Yeah.
like, your past or the fact that you were getting more
Everything,
attention? Like
everything. You just put it into a nutshell. Yeah, everything, especially like she's doing better than I am now. And I told Todd at some point, Todd Gordon, what was going on. I told a lot of my friends after the fact. And you don't bring that type of drama into the ring. You do not bring that drama to a place where both of you are working because that
mm,
affects things. It affects everyone somehow or another. And I just don't feel, I didn't think it was necessary.
mm. I'm so sorry you went through that, that's
Oh,
terrible.
it's okay. I mean, I
Yeah,
was like, people didn't know, they didn't know, but I mean, they know now. And, I if he has anything to say against that,
mm.
let him say it because there's proof. And the doctor that stitched me up really well happened to be a wrestling fan.
Like, have you had any communication, like, with him since you guys split? Like, has there, you run into each other at conventions or anything like that, or you just
Oh
try
yeah,
and
I
stay
just
clear?
don't say anything, I just keep walking and his girlfriend's there. His girlfriend came over to one of the tables I was signing at and the guy that brought me in went over to where they are and he's like, "Look, she works for me. I bring her into signings and if you're going to come over, you don't stop at that table.
Mm.
Case closed. Don't make any eye contact or I'm going to let the promoter know and have your asses kicked out."
Yeah. Well, it's good that there's people there to sort of step in and keep that shit sort of like
Well, I ran into them at Slayer and King Diamond, but I was with friends and I knew the whole crew that worked for them. So they knew and they just kind of kept in their little corner. And that's the best. But I mean, I have no problem being professional with people. Whatever goes on, sorry,
no, you're okay.
outside of the ring is there. It's not here. And you keep that there and whatever's here is here.
Mm,
If there are problems outside, you take that outside, but you don't put it into a ring where you're supposed to be entertaining people. That's what I feel is the biggest problem with a lot of couples that do date in that business. And I,
mm,
I just think it's got to be like an even divide somehow. Like Jazz, I think she dates someone. She's married to someone that run a wrestling school, Rodney Mack or something. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
and they're great. They are awesome together. They're a great couple, and you know, that's different. Those are
Mm,
adults. I want to think I'm an adult. I may do some very childish things sometimes, but for the most part, um, I do adult things. I live
mm.
life like an adult, sort of. You know.